The Northern Lincolnshire and Goole NHS Foundation Trust serves a population of 350,000 people.
Hello, Tony.
Hello.
All right.
I'm all right.
In July 2014, it was removed from special measures after making significant improvements to many of its services. The Trust is committed to further improving quality. It's adopted the Train the Trainer programme from the Advancing Change Team, or ACT as they're known. The programme teaches health professionals how to deliver a 5-day course in quality, service, improvement and redesign, QSA for short.
We've been on a journey where we've been constantly looking for opportunities to improve the care that we give to our patients and putting patients at the centre of everything that we do. So when the QSA programme came along, it just seemed to be the most natural opportunity for us to take, along with lots of other opportunities that we've tried to drive forward.
The Deputy Chief Executive is the sponsor for 2 senior members of staff who volunteered to become associate members of ACT's QSA teaching faculty. Jeremy Dawes is the Head of Quality Assurance and responsible for managing and interpreting the Trust's data. Angie Davies has been in nursing for over 30 years. As the Trust's Assistant Director of Nursing and Head of Quality, she's passionate about supporting her colleagues in improving patient care. They're one of the first pairs of qualified QSA trainers to benefit from ACT's national Train the Trainer programmes.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate you both. I understand it was quite a rigorous process, the assessment, the examination, and you had to demonstrate a real depth with your skills and knowledge. Can you let me know what you attribute your success to?
I think some of it was the fact that we were able to come at this as a partnership. So we did a lot of working together. We knew each other a little bit before in the organisation. So we knew and had that good relationship.
I think it was really useful that we both came from different backgrounds. So I come from a nursing background, Jeremy comes from a management background, and so we both went to the course with different kinds of experiences, and I found that that was really useful.
Certainly having that extra dynamic of, you know, we were doing this together, and if one of us didn't pull their fair share, then it impacted another person as well as the organisation. That pressure certainly helped focus our minds even more than what we would have done if it was just individually.
I understand there was quite a lot of pre-work expected of you before you started the course.
Part of the application for the course was to undertake a self-appraisal against a number of elements that the trainers wanted to know about you in terms of your previous experience and knowledge and understanding of some of the things that we would be covering on the course.
It was mainly just so when we came on day one, they knew roughly a little bit of our perception of ourselves as trainers.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the complementary skills you referred to and how that created a really good dynamic for you both?
One of the girls that was training out that session, she asked people to, in terms of what kind of learner are you, you had to go to a various point in the room where you felt that described you. And Jeremy was over there and I was over here.
We were polar opposites, weren't we?
Yeah. So, but not surprising. We both knew that. That wasn't a surprise. But yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of my knowledge and skills obviously come from a clinical background. I'm a nurse, and so I've dealt with a lot of change management. I have a lot of people management skills. Some of the things that we cover actually on the course, I felt very comfortable with, whereas perhaps some of the day-to-day sort of business kind of skills that Jeremy has, I don't necessarily use every day in my life at work. Using data
in application, those sort of things were the things I was more comfortable on, and sort of standing and doing presentations and that type of thing was something that I was quite au fait with. But again, it enabled us to get the best of both worlds. I learned a lot through working behind the scenes with Angie, because I approach things quite logically, whereas Angie by no means comes at it from a scattergun approach, but from a different angle to me, and that really worked. That really worked well, I think, in terms of thinking through and how best to deliver that material to the people on our training course.
What we're very keen to do is ensure that these quality initiatives are embedded in the organisation. It's really important that when we initiate a programme like this, that we see the benefits for the patients and the relatives, but we also, the staff understand how it's meaningful for them.
Can you tell me about the plans you have for rolling out QSA within the organisation?
We've planned 2 cohorts of training to be delivered. I think, in fact, our first cohort goes live next week.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling nervous yet? We're very much linking that to our existing initiatives in the organisation. So we've got various things like the Shine network, which is our quality network. So we've got a number of people in the organisation, individuals that have had quality training in the past. We really want those people to be the way of supporting other people. So when they're trying to improve quality in a certain area, they've got a contact. Another element of our Shine network, the coaching network. So again, we've got another pocket of people that have got coaching skills, and we're trying to tap into that existing resource to make sure that those people, again, are people there to support the learners. But also, we didn't want to lose out on people that just volunteered, that wanted that volunteer spirit, that wanted just to advance themselves, advance their area, and really, I suppose, ambition, I suppose, is to make sure that we've got somebody in every area that's got these skills in a view to sort of rolling out quality management in all of our facets of the organisation, isn't it?
Our plans for embedding the CUSA programme are clearly the commitment to train 60 individuals in the organisation, and I think we have all of them signed up to a number of cohorts of programmes that we're running. And there are a range of staff across the organisation, both in terms of experience, so junior staff through to some of our more senior experienced staff, but across all of our workforce, including our infrastructure staff who work on the wards, but also our clinical staff that are there delivering direct hands-on care to the patients.
How did you engage with colleagues to encourage them to participate in the CUSA programme?
One of the things that we thought we would have a go at was to do a post-lunch energiser. Because every year the Trust delivers an internal conference day, which we call our best practice day. We chose to base it on one of the sessions that we'd had on the course. The serious message of it was around understanding your data and understanding variance, and the way that we chose to do that on the course was by getting people to build a paper aeroplane. So we'd put a whole host of random things on the table. They were all given the same instructions, and we let them all get on with it, and then we brought them up in batches to throw their paper aeroplane, and we did have a winner. Then we used it as an opportunity to actually say, if you come on this course, although this has been a bit silly and you've all had a bit of fun, actually what we can talk about is how you can translate doing something like this to your practice. So I spent a few minutes talking about how you would relate that, for example, to caring for patients with pressure ulcers, and about understanding your data.
We also tried to target it as well to people that maybe would find it more relevant.
A bit of shoulder tapping.
Yeah.
A bit of natural bossiness.
Angie's very good at that. I'll just put that on record.
I said to anybody that's got quality in their title, they have to know some of this. So I expect you to do it.
How have the board supported you?
We've had our sponsor, obviously, has been key to that. We had a meeting with her before and after, but also that included our chief executive and my boss, the director of performance assurance as well, and they were very supportive. I think it's fair to say, isn't it, about and excited as well. They were keen to sort of roll this out in terms of a practical solutions. And our chief exec's done a lot of cascade work around as part of a regular feature. She sort of goes through key points, so that's been shared with senior members of the team.
We have a very clear quality strategy. We've just refreshed that strategy, and as part of refreshing that, we've included the CUSA programme in it as one of our tools and mechanisms for driving forward quality.
Can you describe for us your aspirations for your organisation resulting from the CUSA rollout?
I would like quality improvement to be part of our language, part of our everyday business in the organisation. We had a visit recently to another trust, and I was really impressed. We were talking to some of the nurses in the A&E department about some of the work that they've been doing around sepsis, and they used language that we would associate with quality improvement, but they used it as part of their everyday language. It was part of their everyday business, how they thought, what they did in that department, and I came away thinking, wow, it inspired me. I came away, wanted to replicate that in my own organisation.
Part of my remit is to ensure that our OD culture and quality improvement work continues in the organisation. So the board's made a conscious effort to invest in quality improvement, of which the CUSA programme for us is one of those key enablers.
Last but by no means least, what has the CUSA journey meant to you personally?
On a personal level, I think we were both very proud of the fact we made it. and we made it together. But also, I suppose it made me realise the bits of my current job which I really enjoy. The networking was fantastic once it was getting to know people on the course. So I think we developed as individuals as well as, you know, as partnership. You know, we came back a lot more fired up, I suppose.
And I think one of the other things that I've enjoyed from it is I have learnt new things. You never stop learning. There's always something else around the corner that you don't know that you can bring back. And the things that I like to bring back are the things that I like to think make a difference for patients, because at the end of the day that's why I'm here, and I guess that's why we're all here. And however we can continue that quality improvement and quality journey, we should all try to be part of that.